I thought I'd give you a really quick garden update, let you know what's going on with our flowers. We've had a few things happen here, one of which are rabbits. So I had been using this deer and rabbit, which worked okay, but not wonderful. Have a little tiny bit left, so I'm gonna go ahead and use the rest of what's here. But I also have my favorite rabbit scram, and I got the big one. So I am going to protect everything out here so that we don't have any more rabbit damage. So let me show you what I am talking about, but I'm very excited about how everything is coming along. We have had to transplant some things, we lost some things. I'm unsure of what I have updated you on already, so I'm kind of just gonna go around and give you a full sweep update. I have been updating over on my Instagram channel in my stories, so I'm gonna do a full update here. I do have a glove because I'm gonna sprinkle the rabbit scram, and you do not want it on your hands because I won't lie, it smells pretty bad. Everything is actually growing really, really well. Everything seems to be really happy so far. I am loving the progress. Now we did have to make a couple of changes, one of which is I moved a Cosmo in here. We did lose a Cosmo over there. We had a rabbit come in and eat the tops of it. So to make it kind of equal, I took the Cosmo that was here and I transplanted her here, but look how beautiful she is. She's probably grown 4 times the size. I will say that next year, I will make sure that when I start her from seed, I will keep her in the greenhouse or in the garden room for probably a few more weeks, so she's more like that size when I plant her outside. But she's hanging in there, she's doing really well. We've got a Zinnia here. So this is the daisy here, and I'm pretty sure that's pretty dead. It's got a little bit of green, so I'm like refusing to move it. We're gonna give her a little bit more time. But we've got the Zinnia here, and we've got some daisies here as well, and they are growing. They are super happy back here. We've got the Girl Dahlia. Oh, by the way, the Girl Dahlia was actually a tuber that was given to me by one of our subscribers, Girl. So I call that Dahlia Girl. I'm gonna have to, and I'll insert the name here. I found the card that she wrote out for me, so I actually know what the name is, and I'll put that right here for you. But that is what the Girl Dahlia is. So many of you guys were like, well, what does it look like? And what is it, Girl? I searched that and I don't find anything. That's why. It's the name of the lady who gave that to me. So that was a little funny. I didn't even realize, but look at that. I mean, she has grown so much, like 3 times the size she was just a couple of weeks ago. Now these Zinnia are doing really, really well. I guess I can take out this and put that there. But look at how big and full these are. So 2 things. First thing is, I'm thinking that number 1, it gets a lot more sun than this pot right here. But I also planted these with the paper pot because I grew them from seed in the paper pots. And these seem to have a lot less disturbance to the roots. So these guys are thriving here. And then these right here, you can see they're not as big. These are the ones that I actually took out of the pots, and they're struggling just a little bit. So I'm not sure why. And then the other thing is, and I'm really hoping you guys this wasn't a mistake, because look at this Zinnia. They're hardly growing at all. So I'm not quite sure. We're gonna give them a couple more weeks, but I'm a little bit bummed that I put those in the middle. I feel like I should have put them on the sides, but I was doing a big color thing and that was just the best place for them. However, I might take those out, replant them somewhere else, or I'm not sure. We're just gonna let them grow for a couple more weeks, see what happens to them. But they seem so much more stunted than these guys right here. And sorry about the wind. I gotta get one of those little wind thingies. So these are my hibiscus. You can see rabbit damage. Here's another hibiscus, rabbit damage. We may end up having to just replace those all together. One of my dahlias, you can see, rabbit got to that as well. Very soon I will be transplanting these. These are the hyacinth, and I'm letting the leaves die back so that I can then unplant the bulbs and save them for next year, because we are done for the season with those. They were beautiful while they flowered, but we're done. I'm just letting the energy from the leaves go into the bulbs so that we'll have stronger bulbs for next year. And then we've also got the snapdragons, which are so pretty. This one over here, look at, I mean, they're small, but the color is so beautiful, so vibrant. I cannot wait for all of these to flower, and you'll see, and tell me in the comments, what do you guys think? I'm supposed to, when they're this small, you're supposed to cut the buds off because you want the energy from the roots to kind of go up into the leaves and make it more flourishy. But, oh, I just can't bring myself to cut those. I'm kind of thinking I might sacrifice this one and maybe keep it smaller because I really want to see what those look like. I really want to see what those look like. Haven't decided yet. You let me know in the comments. What do you think? Would you snap those off, or would you keep them and see what the color is and sacrifice maybe that being a little bit stunted? I don't know. I do need to give some water back here. Today was a really hot day, so everything looks a little bit thirsty, I think. So we'll go ahead and make sure that we give them a good drink. But everything, oh, here's another thing. So we had mulch put back here, and it was one of the first times ever we actually had the gardeners do it for us. And oh man, he went right over the zinnias that I had here. So I actually had to, I transplanted a couple of the ones that I hadn't planted before. They're doing okay. We'll just kind of see. Obviously they're behind, but we'll just have to see how they go. But you can see they're so small. I was so bummed when I came back here. Also, we lost all the marigolds. Rabbits ate one of them, and the other one also got smashed up by the mulchers. There's a zinnia back there, which I will probably be moving, because this, the way that this has grown, and here's the thing. So we usually just let things kind of grow that happen to be here. Whoa, what are they called? When it is a volunteer something. Well, that's what this is, and we are unsure of exactly what this is. I don't know. If you know what this plant is or what this bush is, please let me know. But what I think I'm gonna do, because you can see that it's super shading all of this area here, and this has grown so much over just the last week, like insane. So I'm actually thinking, because I love the way it looks, like the flowers are so pretty and the leaves are so pretty. So I think I'm gonna keep it, but I'm gonna make it more like a tree rather than this big bush. So I think I might cut that back, and we'll just kind of see how that goes. Here is another one of my zinnia. She is doing really, really well. Okay, so this was a fiddle leaf fig that I kind of had sitting in my house and forgot about. So super dead, right? So I thought, oh my gosh, I'll just bring her outside. We'll see what happens. And with the last couple of days, it had a green, a bright green like tip, like it was starting to grow, and I was thinking, oh, it'll be a fiddle leaf fig tree. Rabbits got to it. I'm so bummed about that. Anyhow, here is the Gerbera Daisies. That was a goner too. But lots of things are thriving back here. I'm very happy about it. I'm very excited. I still have lots of hope for the things that are back here. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun when all of these do bloom, but they're doing really, really well. But that is our update. Oh, and these are the blackberries. Look at that. We literally have a billion blackberries coming in. Oh my gosh, they're gonna be so good. They are so sweet and juicy, and oh my gosh, I cannot wait for it. This is the kiwi. We don't have any flowers on here yet. Hopefully that will happen at some point, but I am very excited about the blackberries that are back here. Also, really fingers crossed, we're watering often all of our hibiscus, but the rabbits, like, oh, and look at, I put rabbit scram, not the rabbit scram, the deer and rabbit stuff here, and didn't even faze them. So I'm also wondering if that is a rat, some kind of rodent, maybe even a squirrel. I'm not sure, but that is just terrible. They've never really gotten to my hibiscus like they've gotten this year. Like, they're going to town out here on some of these. So we'll have to figure it out. But other than that, we've lost a few things. We have, you know, had to sacrifice a few things to have mulch, but it looks really good back here. And again, I'm very excited for how this space is going to look in the future, how it evolves over time. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the quick update. I hope you have a great day. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed, I'd love it if you did, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.